For some of you who have been saying they look in the mirror in the morning and the first thing they do is look at themselves and they tell themselves, I love you. But for some reason along the road, you meet someone and they say, hey, that shirt doesn't really look good on you or something like that. Or you really don't look good today or something like that, out to the way. And all of a sudden you go to the office or you go to school or wherever you went to, wherever your destination was, and you hold your phone and start taking out a photo of yourself, asking yourself, second guessing yourself, that if you're good looking, if did you look good or something. If you put something on and you know you're looking good for yourself, great. Now if someone was to express it in a different way and tell you, hey, you know, that color don't look good on you or something, is a different explanation too. But you have to know how much you love yourself to hold that there. You have to really love you in order to know that you left your house looking great, looking like however, that clothes you put on, it's looking good. Because you know what? With a smile, you can wear anything. Ever heard that? With a smile, you can wear anything? Yes, guys. So doesn't matter what it is. You say you love yourself, follow through that. Hold on to that. Go after everything you want. Trust me. It's QOA's questions, opinions, answers. It's raw with you guys here tonight. Let's jump back into the iPad. That free iPad is being given away. Guys, come on. All you have to do is share my music video. Right now, head and head goes Sonia and Marla. Sonia shares more than Marla, but Marla gets a lot of shares. A lot of her friends. Today when I checked it earlier, Marla had one post of her shares. She had 26 shares on her one post. So she's right. They're like going at it. Congratulations, guys. Wow. You see that? So it still has until April 30th. So all you have to do is go to my page, Your Life Experiences with Ra, and share the video, the remix, Tay You Meet. Share it and tag your friends. A new brand iPad. Sealed. We're giving away a new brand iPad. Come on, who doesn't want a new brand iPad? Also, as we're on the topic of all that, you know, I keep getting a lot of messages from people who want to make that money and whatnot. But first, before I tell you that, share this. Come on, guys. Share. I've been telling you, it's nothing to share it. You know, I want to play Truth or Dare with some of you. Who's ready to play Truth or Dare with me tonight? Cindy, are you ready to play Truth or Dare with me? And I dare some of you right now to share. Hit that share. Those of you on Instagram, those of you on YouTube, share, like, comment, subscribe. Do that right now, guys, as we jump in. So you know what's sweet about it? While I was in Cancun, and I told you all, you know, I made some money because I came across this amazing opportunity to work from home. Those of you who want to find out how you could just sit at home and work from home, hit me up, inbox me, DM me, just do whatever. Take my phone number, text me, WhatsApp me, but it got to be about how you're going to make that money. Hit me up, guys. Spread this. Tell your friends about it. I'll show you how to make some money. There we go. So again, to Marla and my friend Sonia, thank you so much. Those of you joining in, it's QOA's questions, opinions, answers. I threw this in here today, right? If you do not go after what you want, you will never have it. And it's so true. If you want something, go get it. If you want that job, try, pursue it in every single way. Whatever you want to do, go after it. It's the only way you can try to know if I can make it. Trust me. Make that courage up, get it. If you don't like seeing crowds and you want to say something in front of a crowd, try it once and you would see how you feel. If you don't ask, the answer will always be no. Yeah, because if you don't ask a question, how would it even be heard? So you think about it. If you don't go after what you want, you cannot happen. If you don't ask a question, you won't get an answer, and the answer will always be no, or there would not be an answer. If you do not step forward, you will always be in the same place. Those of you knows this. If you don't try to get a job, if you don't have one, water break. Golden Spring gotta really pay me. So yeah, if you don't try to get a job, you would never get it. If you don't send out a resume, it would never happen for you. You guys know that, right? So look at that, beautiful. I love things like this, you know. So I want to jump into one of the questions I got for here tonight. Why do some people tend to blame the other partner and say things like, he screwed up my feelings, or he or she screwed up my feelings, or he or she played with my feelings, you know, he screwed with my feelings. Now let me tell you this. The only way, and I told you all about dating, if you're going into a little dating thing or something, or you want to try out something, you got to tell the person who you're dating. Bring it up on the table one time, let them know what you're looking for. So if that's not dating, now let's say you get into a relationship 2-3 years down the line, two people has feelings. So you can't blame and point fingers, oh, Ra screwed up my, effed up my feelings, or Ra played with my feelings. No, no, no. That cannot happen, because Ra has feelings the same way as John or Mary or whatever. We too had that same feelings to be together as long as 3 years plus 7 years, 10 years, 12 years. Doesn't matter. If it is that two people in it, it don't matter when the relationship fails. But you, one person, cannot point fingers and say that the other played with my feelings. Now, if you're going into a little dating thing and within the first year or something like that, you see that the person been cheating or lying and stuff like that, and you want to say, hey, I told you what I wanted up front, I'm looking for a relationship or whatnot, and that person been playing with your feelings, you could say that. You could say, hey, you were effing with my feelings. But don't be in a long-term relationship or a marriage or something and it went sour for somehow someone stopped liking, someone stopped feeling the same way, and you start pointing fingers, right? Don't do that. Hey, yes, everyone, all my Rastas, hashtag Rastas. I'm going to hang with some of my Rastas tonight. We'll post some pictures tomorrow. Yeah? All right, great. You know, so that's how I think about it. I cannot be in a relationship with someone for 10 years and look at that person then, and because something went wrong or we broke up, and say, hey, he effed with my heart. He played with my feelings. He played me, or he made me feel like effed up. No. It was both of you. I mean to say, if the person cheated or something, look back 5 years from now, or if it's the entire 3 years or 2 years or 6 years, look at every step of where something may have went wrong. Maybe you did something and you're blaming yourself. You're blaming the other person now. Maybe you did something and you keep seeing that it's that person's fault all the time. So we got to look at everything way wrong, right? Before we come to a conclusion. Get all the good proof, all right? So, you know, I saw this thing and it says, this is true, right? Because when you're learning how to be smart or to memorize stuff, they teach you different ways to memorize things. And I have this thing that says, at the moment, the feeling that is there can change. You have to maintain it. And it's true. Now, it's not your heart that has this feeling that can't go away. It's in your mind, because your mind has programmed yourself to be with with that person, and you've been with that person all the time. So, oh boy, this is really crazy. Shoots. Okay, where's my water? Sorry guys, excuse me. Sorry, when you don't have any help. It's okay, it's cool. See, the little obstructions, and it don't stop anything. Remember, it's always something. It's alright. Remember, your brain is what thinks for you. It's your brain, a part of your brain. So when your brain is with the norm, that you know, okay, whoa, yes, this is what's going on, that I'm accustomed getting up and seeing the same person in my bed. I'm accustomed making breakfast and having breakfast with that person. That's what your brain has maintained. It knows that. But if you start cutting it down and training your brain that, hey, this person is no longer wrong, that we are not doing it this way again, you would see slowly by slowly, because you maintain that part that changes feelings, or with feelings, and that's what happens. See, so I love that. At the moment, the feelings that is there can change. You have to maintain it. You see? Great. I love these. Okay. Another question. By the way, those of you who saw Anonymous Monday, who have seen that Anonymous Monday this week that connected into Testimony Tuesday, you see what's belief and faith? You see what Ra has been teaching all of you all this time? Belief. You have to believe. That faith you need to have. Hey Jojo, how are you doing, boo? I see you there. Yeah. So you have to have that belief and that faith, you know. to go with it, right? Let's go. So she believed that when this lady told her these things to do for her child, or how to pray to Devi Durga in that story, she actually remembered at that time it was nothing to give, it's but your heart. So it shows when you pray with your heart and you really pray and believe in what's going to happen, it doesn't matter. You don't have to give anything to God. God loves you. You're part, you're his child. You're the Supreme's child. So you don't have to worry. If you pray clearly and do what's good for you and believe in yourself and believe in everything, you'll see how things will work out for you. Now, don't believe you want to kill someone and get away with it. That's not what I'm trying to say. All right. So, Ra, do you honestly think people can change? Whatever your opinion will work. It's too much to type or even start to explain. It's all what you have been speaking of, all gossip and betrayal. So, do you think people can change? We could run this two ways. Now, in your eyes, if you sit and you live with someone for a while, and you know that person, right? It's the same thing with the brain what I was trying to tell you all and explain before. The brain already knows, hey, Rod is F up, or Rod is cheat, Rod is a bad person, Rod is going to keep cursing me or something like that. That's what you will always see. So himself, Ra, do change or something like this, you would never know. Now, I'm not talking about this is not something that happened around me, or I'm just using myself as an example. So you would see, okay, let's say over the years, there are people who I know has excelled in certain people's eyes. And rather than give them a applause or something, they would start saying, hey, you know, this person is this now and they're a big shot. Oh, they act like they're rich or they're better than this one or that one. No, it's not that, because the person's life has changed and that person has changed with time. And this has been happening to a lot of people. A lot of you who has been listening to Ra has been changing your life. You have been smiling more. You have been accepting what has been coming for you and handling the days as it come by differently, right? Now, there are people that you would go back with, and I'm telling you, you could give it your all and they would not change. Do not matter what you try, they wouldn't change at all. Trust me, I have been there and I can tell you that. But then there are some people that you would meet somewhere along the line that you knew from the past, and you would see that person has drastically changed. If you sit and listen and watch and pay attention, you would realize how much that person has changed. If you take away the negative thoughts and the negative things you know about that person or had inside you towards a person and start looking, if you observe the same trend, well, they haven't changed. But if you realize, hey, this person is speaking differently, you know by expressions, by how a person speaks and whatnot, if they have changed. Trust me in this one. So in my opinion, personal opinion, some people do change, but then there are a lot of people as well that don't change. But I'm telling you, with time, I'm guessing, and I'm telling you, people might change towards other people. In someone's eyes, someone you broke up with might say you think that person is horrible, and that other person who has them, which will end up jumping in soon to our question of the night. Do we really get our pal up yard? Do we really get our first love or end up with our first love? So we will jump into that. So yes, I really love coming out here and being here for some of you. I see someone says, you know, go sit down. I think it was Marla. She posted a meme that says, sit with someone and just chat. Hey, I'm here with you guys every week. Let's bring someone on who is watching and let's play truth or dare with them. How about that? Let's see who we can bring. Cindy. Let me see if I can bring Cindy on here. Only people I can add is Sonia. Let me bring you on. Sonia, are you scared? You're right there. Answer. Let's do this. Truth or dare. Come on. All right. Next person. All right, you guys who want to play truth or dare, I'll call it out right here. Call a name. And let's play truth or dare right now, and I'll dare you to do something. And let's see if you're a real Rasta. All right? So let's do this. We're playing truth or dare. I'm daring every one of you to share this right now. Hit that share. Right on the right-hand corner, down to the bottom. Sorry, the left-hand side, click that share right now. So I have this little thing from Vashti Muhammad. Vashti Muhammad wants to send prayers and blessings to her little kitten, Caitlin Muhammad, as well as all those other wonderful, intelligent kids writing the SEA exams in Trinidad tomorrow, Thursday, April 2019. So she asked me to spread some of my blessings to you all and the kids as well. I bless all you kids with whatever you did, the hard work that you put in. May you reap those benefits. That may the Supreme bless all of you, that whatever you did, whatever you studied, that it comes back to you. If you study really hard, and remember, if you don't get your first choice or whatever, it's not your fault. Don't worry about it. You can do it again. Or it's just what you got going, and we're going to be proud of all of you. Also, blessing and greatness also goes out to Vade. Your mama loves you and bless you to pass for Hillview College. Also, Mamu says this to you and all the rest of kids. Remember, you are not getting your first choice does not make you a failure, but it's God's way to prepare you for your life journey so that you will not fail. All schools are good. All teachers are good. It's the same curriculum all schools will follow. Wow. Thank you, Mamu, for sending in that. Beautiful. See, I didn't want to add too much because I know I had that to pop in there. As we on, blessing people, I got a poem today, and again, I want to big up Mala for sending me these beautiful poems. April is Poetry Month. So she sent this poem, and I'd like to read it out here. As sun glitters over the waters, so sparkly are your eyes, and with the warmth, so beautiful is your smile. As free as the wildflowers in a gigantic open field, so are your sunset color here blowing in the wind. Into the depths of the oceans where treasures lay, there is a kind and generous heart all tucked away. For beauty is in the eyes of the one who's looking, but knowledge is the key and the most fulfilling. And this, Mala was inspired to write this because of her beautiful daughter, telling her daughter how much she loves her. I love these things, and you all send me these things. Send me a testimony, send me anonymous Monday stories. Guys, girls, ladies, gents, who haven't heard these, go back, look at them. Don't forget to share my video, my music video, Teddy Me Remix, and you are in to win an iPad. Again, I'm telling you all. So, the question of the night, I really liked it when I got it. See, I'm not staying out here too late. Thank you, Mala. Good night to you as well. I can't come out here and do this every week after week without you guys. I love you all. You're my Rastas, and I love this. So let me shout out right now and tell you guys about, again, we have Amanda LeCount, guys. She has made it on Times Square billboard. She's an amazing young dancer with such inspiration and a motivation that will come on live on your life experiences with Ra. So she will answer some of your questions and help me to help motivate some of you that are stuck. All right. And let me tell you something. There might be a meet and greet, so look out for it. It's coming just for you guys. All right. I'm here every week just for you. So do you think that we really end up with our pile up yard of first love? Whoa, what's a nice question. Let's go into the quote. If I love you, I won't give up easily. Leaving is my last option. But if you push me away, I will walk away knowing I give it my all. You know what? So that question, ain't that first person we always love and stick with? It doesn't matter if it's 3 years, 6 years, 7 years, 10 years, and say what happens. This is where I would jump in and say, I believe that it really do have your soulmate out there.
Because for some reason, somehow, there are relationships that the first relationship clicks. And I will use my brother and my sister-in-law as an example, or my aunt and my uncle, Aunt Pauline and Robbie, because they were the only people that, they met their husband and wife and it clicks and it works no matter whatever they go through. They stick through it. Now, it really, you have to be a soulmate and really love each other strongly. Now, that same love, you would end up with someone who, no matter what, every 2 years or 3 years or 5 years, you're breaking it with that person, maybe until you find your true love. To tell you if you really end up with my personal thing, I didn't. And I know a lot of people haven't. And I know a lot of people who love someone and they never ended up with them. And do you see them in some miserable relationships? Sorry to say it like this. You see them in broken relationships or relationships that reoccur with them because sometimes they may be looking for what they haven't found. And what about the relationships that throughout the relationship people are looking for a relationship, or they have a few relationships while they have one relationship? Trust me, I've been finding out this real recently, and it's really crazy to know some of the things that you would sacrifice for your partner, and they would be doing the craziest things. Like, wow. Anyways, these are surprising things that you would never believe would happen. But yeah, that person could never be a soulmate. That person could never be the one that you have to end up with. Always remember that. So look at Tina and Davis. Well, no, they both had previous lovers as well. But look at them now. My good friends Tina and Davis. Their love story is really good. They love each other, a very strong love. They have a beautiful daughter together. So, hey, Tina Davis, good night to you all. And they're my rastas too, so I'm going to hang out with them tonight, have some dinner, and have some fun with them. So, yeah, you look at it like, I really have to say from my part, I cannot say from me that it really do happen, but I can show examples where I see it happen. All right? So I, on this, take care, my personal opinion, and I'm going to bring this question to the public. Do you think that we really end up with our first love? And I'm going to take this question to the public as this Friday morning I am dropping that question. You remember? Do you prefer a gay son or a dead son? And we brought you that question. We brought that question in Cancun and sent it to the public, and we're going to give you all in one video Friday morning. Look out for it. There's always something coming on your life experiences. So try, like it's Autism Month. Next week we're going to have that interview. And we have another interview might be coming soon for you. Just going to confirm soon. But look out for Q&As next Wednesday. It's a special Q&As. All the questions on Q&As next Wednesday at 7 p.m. is going to be about autism. All right, so join me, log in, share these videos, share them, especially next Wednesday when we come together with Shivani, myself, and my special guest for next Wednesday, QOA, 7 p.m. And we are taking your first love. This question, do you really end up with your first love? We're taking it to the public. So I want for next week, not next week, the following week, homework, you guys send me your answers to that. Do you end up with your first love? Send me that. Let's see how many of you would say yes or believe or let's say roll with what I said. Do you believe that you have to find your soulmate in order to make that work for the rest of, or find your soulmate the first time to lock it in, like my aunt and like other people that I know? All right? Well, and I enjoy you as well. Good night to all of you. So that's how it goes. I like the show. I don't want to stay on here too long. So those of you on Instagram who joined me tonight, all of you, thank you so much for joining in. Lakshmi, I see you there. Hi, honey. How you been? I see all of you there. Let me see. Celine, good night, honey. Rocio, hi. How are you? Naresh, hi. How are you? Davis, Mala, Tarmati, Anand, Marissa, my Rastas, Nalini, Jody, Mala, Pravini, Debbie, Cindy, Sonia, all those of you who are logged in on Facebook, thank you again for joining me. It's your life experiences a draw. Please say a prayer for everyone in the world. You'll realize what's going on every day. Say a prayer, do the right thing, keep the love flowing, share this video, and share my music video. Again, before I leave, that iPad. Come on, guys. That iPad is up for grabs. All you have to do is simply share the video, tag your friends, let them know, let them share the video, let them tag their friends. It's only on Facebook. This competition is only on Facebook. Jump across, share it, or tell your friends to share it, and put your name, comment your name. We are monitoring it. It's going up. Share it. It's an iPad, guys. Come on. And if you want to make money, hit me up. Again, love yourself. Believe in yourself. Know that you can. Know that you will, and you shall. And it will happen. Just all you have to do is believe. It's Ra, and I love you all.
Hello everyone, good night. Welcome to your life experiences with Ra. It's Ra. Question for tonight: do you prefer a gay son or a dead son? Do you prefer a gay son or a dead son? Right away, I want to jump into this. Congrats to the Queen of Pop, Lady Gaga, on her award for Best Original Song. Wow, for Shallow. Both her and Bradley Cooper, great, awesome work by you guys. Beautiful, lovely performance, and congrats to you. Those of you who didn't hear her speech, for her speech about gay people and stuff like that, for all those who going to the Mardi Gras, oh my god, in Sydney, it was awesome. She always touched. So this, I popped in here right away with her Q&A. On Q&A, I want to put this in where you ask, do you prefer a gay son or a dead son? And I would say, this is what Lady Gaga had to say. One of the hardest things in life, to be brave enough to be yourself. Whoa. Alright, when this thing brought tears to my eyes when I heard her say it, and I had to use it back today because I knew this was the question. You think about that, a child who would you love and you brought up. You remember we were speaking about all these things previously, the out on Times Square, and previous week we spoke about this. Even that child, that gay QOA we had, Anonymous Monday we had a couple weeks ago. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit confused tonight because I'm off my page, Your Life Experiences with Ra, and like I'm looking up forward now to seeing all my rosters, and I'm looking out to see who is there. So I'm guessing I'll get my support from my Facebook people. Alright, yes, so it's so hard for a child who comes out to their parents because of who they are. A child is born like that. Nobody is like chose like, okay, well, I mean to say to have some really people, because I've been in it, but the new people out there, they know what they want to be at a young age. So, you know, you have to accept that as a parent. Why would you want to kill your child? I know there were 2 incidents last year. We remember that guy, I think it was in Las Vegas, his 14-year-old son came out to him and whatnot, and he killed his son. It's horrible how people do these things, but he put a gun to his head the first time. He had threatened him, and then the second time. This is your child, the baby that you were excited about. Now, the new millennials, you have this thing about how you jump on. Oh, there we go. Walking off that all the time. So all the new millennials, they all these big baby showers. Most people in today's age, especially in America, and people who has it, they come out there and they spend money for baby showers, and now they have the gender reveal and all these different things. So you all excited from way back then to hit it now that 14 years later, your child is born, you made him into a teenager, and then he comes out to you with love in his heart, the same love that you've been showing him all the years, expecting you to understand, and then you want to kill him? Then something is totally wrong with you. For why? And most of the times now, it's because of society, what society thinks about these things. And the parent these days, they love their child the same way. They would want to accept the fact that he or she is gay or whatever, but when they start thinking about what other people are going to say, this is why it's bad in their eyes. But it don't have to be bad all the time. Alright, so do you prefer a gay son or a dead son, Ra? I mean, come on, think about it. You're asking me, Ra, I'm gay. So, of course, I would say I prefer my gay son. You know, there was this, I remember last year as well, I saw this this thing about this little kid. He was in the malls asking people if they would prefer have a gay son or a tot for a daughter. Now, some guys straight and all buff and whatever. I remember one guy saying, hell no, he'll take the gay son any day over, you know, those of you who don't know the meaning of tot, well, just check it out. But yeah, and it have people who in this age prefer to accept their kids as who they are. I think the older generation, as we have a beautiful question I popped in here because of what she said about me and then my nephew, and it was about last week. But it's a new generation. The older generation, I don't know why they have it in their head like somebody is going to die or something if they accept their own child for who they are. It's no longer we are living in a time like people don't care. The ones who do make it about their business is people who have nothing to do. You know, I have heard people, let's not even get into that gossip about me so much. It has a group chat where someone told me there's a group chat and they call me these different names and they say they use my quotes and stuff. It's not bad when I heard it. It's how it felt to me was, wow, how cool. I'm so important to them that they had to do this to me, and that was really cool. I love that, and I love that they're actually watching my show, which is beautiful. So thank you so much. You can gossip all you want. It doesn't hurt me. Remember, negative and toxic people are out my life. So good night to everyone. I'm not seeing how to do. Okay, there we go. Cindy, good night. Sunil, Anaday, Jeremy, Parvini, Anand, Reyes, China, Natasha, Vasesh, Vashti, Rishi, Hakim. Good night to everyone who is there, and I can't see your name as well. I'm sorry, I'm having some difficult times going on live on Your Life Experiences with Ross, so we'll do it here. I already shared it there. Those of you who are watching, well, you know, it's still live. All right, so again, I'll drop this quote in here. It's what Lady Gaga said as well, and I have this on my Instagram, and this is really nice for both ways. I had a boyfriend who told me I'd never succeed, never been nominated for a Grammy, never have a hit or hope I'd fail. I said to him, someday when we are not together, you won't be able to order a cup of coffee at the effing deli without hearing or seeing me. That was what she told her boyfriend. And I love that, because you know why? She's an inspiration to a lot of people, especially gay people out there. You know, because you tell people and you make them feel comfortable about who they are, trust me, they're going to show you so much respect and so much love, right? So you love your kids, and this is not the first time I've been answering questions like this. There was another couple that killed their 8-year-old. Come on, you see your 8-year-old moving a bit femme, or you thinking they're gay, or they're acting or putting on some dress or something. You would kill your child. You would kill your child that you carried for 9 months and made into a little kid who 8 years old. Oh my God, come on, think about that. Because he or she is gay, because you're thinking about what other people gonna think, and that is the biggest thing out there. Because what you're in the Bible thinking about man should not lie with man or something like that. Come on, we all above that, right? We're living in a new age now. Good night, Parvini, I see you. Good night, Jacob. So let's go. So congrats again to Lady Gaga, and thanks for all this inspiring people. So you know, last week we had that little thing I dropped out there for some of you to send me your answers on this. Now the new segment, it allows you now. So this is my thing. As we drop this question for you guys, before I come back in with the answers, listen to this. I'm asking you guys, send me your comments, inbox me, and tell me, do you prefer a gay son or a dead son? Tell me send me your comments, send me your inbox messages, please, so I could read it out here like I'm about to read this out. Let's interact like that, and I have a big surprise coming for every one of you. Coming soon on Your Life Experiences with Ross. So remember last week the guy sent in, it is not the sex that gives the pleasure but the lover. And I asked, all of you to give me your personal opinion on that. Help me out. So I got some. Remember, the original person who posted it says, sex is a very private and intimate thing, which happens between two individuals who are comfortable and can relate to each other's soul and feel the pleasure deeply being with each other. It doesn't have to be cheap and with everyone you meet, which was awesome, right? So I asked all of you what you think about that last week, and I have 5 beautiful one of your messages, the ones that stand out, and they give their explanations, and I loved it. Just like last week, the 5 about the forehead kiss, right? You all remember that? So I want to go in and jump in with those, and those 5 answers that people gave me, and I loved it, and I want you all to think about it too as well. So the first one, this person stands out, and this person is my new best friend, so I had to put it as number 1, but it really does stand out. I'm always told that my views are too traditional for this contemporary world, where sex is easier to get than love, but I know my worth, and not everyone is worth the efforts I take to maintain my body. Dolphins and humans are the 2 species that can have sex for pleasure. However, humans have the ability to control their minds and behavior. My body is special to me, and it's a temple of the Holy Spirit. Having sex is an exchange of energies and auras. Thus, the only person that is worth my body is that person I connect with sexually and in other ways. Wow, you heard that? That's why it's number 1, right? Good. Here's number 2. Pleasure is from being, now this one is to my bestie, my girl, Anna. Anna, again, happy birthday, Anna. You know you get your shout outs again. So, Anna said, pleasure is from being with a partner that knows what you like without you even telling him, knowing how to make you come, well, have an orgasm, and when you are going to come, orgasm again, without you telling him. Wow, awesome, and I love it. Spicy. It's different. Okay, let's go on again. Another person sent in and said, it's all about the chemistry and the connection. Yes, we spoke about the connection last week as well. There we have number 4. It's almost the same feeling like the question about the forehead kiss. Whoa, guys, the forehead kiss, the connection. The way you feel secure when your guy gives you the forehead kiss, it's similar feeling to, so you know the great feeling and pleasure you feel comes all in one with the connection you have with your lover. Awesome. See how nice these are? See, when you guys send me these and interact with me, it's so beautiful that I don't have to answer all the questions. Or if you disagree with me on something, my opinion wasn't good enough, you can send in and tell me what you think, or just comment right here. And number 5, this one I love too. Even though at times you and your lover may not speak about it, but you will think about it, especially where you are in a happy relationship where the sex was always great, knowing you have never felt that with anyone else, which is a key aspect which sparks the happiness that keeps the relationship strong. The sex, the connection, the intimacy, the pleasure that you and your lover only can explain. I love that one. Wow. Awesome, 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 awesome. I really love that one. And then we had this little quote that I threw in here that I really love. It says, sex is more than an act of pleasure. It's the ability to be able to feel so close to a person, so connected, so comfortable that it's almost breathtaking, to the point you feel you can't take it. And at this moment, you're a part of them. Have you ever really, those of you who have sex, I'm sorry, I realize that some younger people watches my show as well, but it's my Facebook as well too. But those of you who have sex, you know that person that you really feel that connection with, and you get connected with them, and you can, as she says, be part of that person. Feels like that, right? Okay, so let's go on with another question. How do you overcome haters? Saw my mom watching your show, and I heard a few things you said for an older person. I am only 16, no pun intended. You sound mad cool. Topping it off, you have the support of your 14 years old nephew, who answered that question about the forehead kiss like a guy every girl will dream of as a Prince Charming. Wow. Oh, Chaz, you gotta see this and you gotta hear this, right? Let me not deviate. I love to sing. I have been pursuing singing. I love music. Got the full support and backing of my parents and siblings, but I have heard some family members say some mean things about me. Let's not speak about the people I consider as close friends. Are they all haters or are they just jealous? Sabrina from Connecticut. P.S. Love your voice. It's sexy for an older dude. Thanks. Keep thinking like us millennials. Thank you so much, Sabrina. That was nice of you. So, to answer your question, how do you overcome haters? Let's pop a quote in and then we'll run on that. Not everyone likes me, but not everyone matters. So those people you're thinking about that you're calling friends or whatever it is supposed to be, don't even worry with them, because guess what? Why should you care? Why should you give them that time of day? Like how at the beginning I said that I gossip in some group and whatever, and one of the people actually came back and told me. So that's how much trust they have amongst each other. But yeah, so you don't have to care about what the haters say or what they think about you, how they feel. It's you have your family support, but even if you didn't have your family support, which I have learned too late in life, even if you don't have your family support, remember one thing: look at yourself in the mirror. Look at yourself and tell yourself you are going to do it. Remember all those times I tell you guys this? You are going to do it, and you will do it, and you shall do it. Because it's all about you and how you want your life to be and where you want your life to be. If you want your dreams to come true, there's only one thing you have to do. Lock the negative people off. Dust out the toxic people. You remember, if you do not get rid of the toxic and negative people from your life, there's nothing will go right for you at that time, because you will keep listening to what they say, dwell on it, think about the negative things they're saying and destroying you. But if you clear that out, blank them out, put plugs in your ear towards them, and you would see how it is. Just listen to yourself. As I told you all, when I sang my song the first time I listened, I was thinking all different things in a negative way. But my good friend, late Jared Rampersad, he stand there with me and he's like, Ra, he called me, Rule, you're good, you're doing good, don't worry. And you know, giving people that extra confidence that they need and that little push at times really help you. But then I looked at myself and listened to things people told me from the past, all the negative things, and I closed that out, dust it out, put some earbuds on, and only listen to me and all the positive things I have heard about me. That's what has me going every week on Your Life Experiences with Ra. Positivity. And those of you on Your Life Experiences with Ra, I'm missing my rosters tonight. You know, I see some of them. Sadna, hi, how are you? Ignore the haters, girl. Run your race. Very beautiful. Sadna again, good evening. Let's see who else. Vasesh, very true, very true. Always can depend on you guys. Vasesh, Cindy, all of you that I have, that my regulars, my rosters on Your Life Experiences with Ra. I miss everyone who normally looks at my show. I mean, thanks to all the new viewers who are coming, but we're going to be back on Your Life Experiences with Ra soon. Let's fix that. Facebook is working on it. So, another thing. So, my mom, right, so you said, how do I overcome the haters? And this is one of the way. I just don't even bother with them. I totally ignore all the people. Yes, Jared Rampersad was a saxophone player. Yes, the guy I posted on my wall. There's a GoFundMe for him right now, his family, because they were in a very little bad financial problem. It's on my page as well. Those of you who are watching, please, you all could click the link and help out this family. All right, we're gonna do his biography coming soon. I have to sit with his family, but Jared Rampersad did my music for my song as well. He's a saxophone player. He's a musical maestro. I really sit down, like, I'm thinking, because I have work to do with his son, and I'm thinking that, wow, I really miss Jared. Like, I could hear him for the past month and more that I was around him. Like, I could hear him, like, over and over. The things he taught me, it's living with me. Everything that he taught me is living with me. I'm so happy that that last month or more I was able and blessed to be around someone like him. He's my personal musical guru. God bless his soul and may him rest in peace in heaven, but an awesome individual, you know, and thank God in my lifetime I was able to meet someone like him, and he have worked closely with great musicians and stuff like that, and singers, and I wish they show him the respect that he deserves. All right, so let's go on again. How do you do with the haters? You're asking if all of their haters or if they're just jealous. I'm telling you, you're reaching your goal, you're hitting it. They're seeing, oh, she's going to do it. Yeah, thank you so much. I know he is resting in peace. Thank you so much, Sadhna. You're doing it, so that's why they're gonna hate on you. That's why they want you to pull you down more. This is what you need to look at and say, I'm doing something right. It's the same thing like me. I have gotten enemies. I have heard the worst things about my show and whatever. Family don't even support me. They will watch, or if I tell them, they will comment or whatever. But don't, again, as I said, they wouldn't share my videos or whatever. Look, some of you people seeing all on my Facebook, and I have never seen some of you watching my show. And I am happy that you all popped in to see what this live is about. But it's part of your life experiences with Ra. Who is holding on looking at it? Or who will ever look at it? So again, are all of them jealous? Yep, I would think they are. They just don't want to see you do better. Just remember, keep going at it. You will make it, right? And we answered so many of these questions in the past on your life experiences with Ra. You know, Bob Marley have this saying: life is one big road with lots of signs. So when you're riding through the ruts, don't complicate your mind. Flee from hate, mischief, and jealousy. Don't bury your thoughts. Put your vision to reality. Wake up and live. Bob Marley said that. Everybody loved his music, right? And look at that beautiful quote that he has there. Think about this. You go for things in your life. You think about things and you want it, and you start doing something in your life, and then what happens? You don't fall through with it, or you think you're failing early, right? If you think you're failing early and you can't make it, well, then something is totally, you're not actually pushing yourself. You're not making what you have in your mind come true. Remember those times I taught you all on your life experiences with Ra? You have an idea. Don't get a notebook. What is in your hand at all times? Your phone. Take out your notepad on your phone, or text yourself. Record it. But remind yourself of your goals every single day. Look back at it, or watch it, or read it. This is what I do. Listen to it. If I have an idea, I pop it in my phone, so it's there. I put an alert in my calendar. I learn. I make sure it's there to alert me, to remind me that, boom, this is happening today. Or if I want to pursue something, I go after it because I know this is a great idea, just like your life experiences with Ra. The amount of people I'm helping. I told you I've been linking up with some people, so I just spoke to this amazing person out in Los Angeles. So your life experiences with Ra is going to take us to Los Angeles, and then another beautiful surprise is someone out in Georgia we are going to meet as well, and they have an awesome story. So we have more stories, more interviews. Those of you guys don't want $1,000 just to come on my show and tell your story. Think about Emily Sortiz. Or for the singer again, go back and look at my interview with Emily Sortiz. She's so positive. Her energy is so great, right? She's so inspiring and motivating by telling you all in that interview
that she have no haters. She don't even care who hates her because she went into it and she has full support and everybody loves her because her energy and her aura that she puts out is that energy that she wants come back. So if she goes out there and she's going with a positive, I'm happy, I'm going to perform. Tonight I'm doing Whitney Houston for everyone. And when she's singing, you can think Whitney is actually sitting there singing for you. And she's giving all that beautiful aura. Go back on my page, Your Life Experiences with Ra, and look at that beautiful interview with Emily Sortiz. Go and look at the interview with Crazy Legs. Go look at Guy Funny's interview. Come on, people, the suicide interview that we have on there. The battered spouse, domestic violence with Cindy. Come on, people, those things are there to help you overcome something. Gay bashing, someone battling stage 4 cancer. That person is right now sick and our prayers are always with him. So think about that, guys. Go back and look at all those amazing interviews of where these people came from in life, where they were down and out, and how they made it. This is what Your Life Experiences with Rise about. Come on live, tell your story, tell your little adventure, tell your journey from where you were to where you are today. Come on, $1,000 for, come on, you don't want $1,000 US. Come on live and tell your story with me on Your Life Experiences with Rob. Those of you who didn't see Anonymous Monday, I haven't posted Anonymous Monday because I want you all to go back and look at some of the previous Anonymous Monday stories. I had a really spicy story for you all, and plus we have Angel Part 2 coming, but I chose this really nice spicy story to come for this Monday. But I want some of you to go and look at the previous Anonymous Mondays because I realize when I reshare them, a lot more people are going to look at them. So apparently some of you are not scrolling far enough down to see those Mondays that you missed. You all know it's Q&A's on Wednesday with it's questions, opinions, answers with Ra. It's episode 29, guys. Come on, we're doing this because of all of you on Your Life Experiences with Ra. And I can't be more grateful, more thankful for all the love and the support that you all show me week after week with each video. Oh my gosh, my song has crossed 30,000 views and all the comments, all the shares, the message, your personal messages. Thank you guys. I love all my Rastas. Hashtag Rastas. I love all of you. Thank you so much for making Your Life Experiences with Ra a success every week after week. Thank you all so much again. So question number 3, it's already 29 after 7. Do you prefer a miserable relationship or life where you have peace of mind, where you don't have peace of mind, and even if you have peace of mind, you want to live alone? Okay, I think she has it a little bit confused. Okay. She wants to know if you prefer to have a miserable life, a miserable relationship, or have peace of mind. Let's put it like that. And if you wouldn't mind living alone. So I think peace of mind, trust me, that's what you need. I have kids with my husband. We don't even sleep with each other. We argue all the time. I am not sure he's cheating. All I know, his anger and insults are so brutal. I know this is an excuse as I'm in a little bit of a situation, but I'm a Christian woman that grew up in the upbringing from a Caribbean island parents' Christian home that taught me we have to stick true for our kids, and I got 3 of them. This is why I ask these questions. I trust what you say, my brother. Very good job you are doing. The Lord will bless you, and all your wishes will come to you soon. I pray for you. In the name of Jesus, amen. Bless you, my brother. Oh, thank you so much for that blessing. And I wish that all your words on the universe hears this, and I do get all my wishes soon. Thank you so much for that. That was beautiful. And let me tell you how we're going to work this in. You remember that time I told you all about don't sell yourself short? Don't sell yourself short, right? You remember when I told you all don't sell yourself short? The employee back in that QA where she was she's worked more at the job and she needed to go ask her boss for the raise, and I said, you have to know your worth. It goes for everyone. I keep bringing it back sometimes on Your Life Experiences with Ra. It's about You knowing your worth, if you're happy or you're not happy. It's the same thing if you're not happy in that relationship and it is a toxic relationship for you, a relationship, a love relationship or husband and wife relationship, whatever it is, and you're not happy and you're uncomfortable, it's toxic for you. You need to get out. You'll only be keeping your life down both ways, especially if two people are fighting continuously. Right? If two people are fighting continuously, therefore it's no love, it's nothing there anymore, and you both are going to be holding each other down. You all need to split apart. Forget about the children. We are not in those type of times anymore. Anna, you just joined in. Good night, Anna. Happy belated birthday again. I hope you watched at the beginning where I dropped in your little thing, what you said about having an orgasm and whatnot. So go back and look at the beginning. Anna, happy birthday. I love you, boo. So again, about selling yourself short. If your relationship is not good, it's toxic. You toxic. Don't matter if it's children involved. You have to get out of it. Your happiness is what matters the most. If you're not happy, nothing in life will go on. And I have realized that. And let me tell you something. You all see me laughing, smiling here. I am good. And you wouldn't believe what makes me stronger. Knowing the toxic people and the negative people around me. Just before I came on my show, I was belittled and I was insulted, but I was fine because I know for a fact that everything is getting better. Everything is changing. And what you wish for people, I realize one good thing about that. You be careful what you wish for upon someone because it's going to come and slap you in the face. So if you have nothing good to tell anyone, please don't tell them anything negative. So my girl, you're in a toxic relationship. Listen to this. Maybe the little things that you consider your weakness are actually the things that people treasure most about you. Maybe you hate that you care too much or that you wear your heart on your sleeve. But seriously, some people think that's the best damn thing about you. We all have different little things that make up who we are. We don't need to change those things, but we can choose who we share them with. If you're a good person and you have a good heart that other people always praising you about, don't let someone else pull you down, or don't let someone else make you feel hurt, or don't make someone else anger and their losses be yours. Always remember that. It's all about you. Remember I told you all, wake up in the morning, look in the mirror, take that deep breath, and you believe it's a new day, and know it's a new day, and look at yourself in that mirror and you tell yourself every day, I love you. You tell yourself how much you love yourself, and you get up with that smile. Don't matter what happened the day before, and you smile and you go at it, boom, you're gonna see changes. You know, recently I spoke to someone and I told this person who's very close to me, I told her, I said, you want to make changes and you want to see things that you have been complaining about over and over and over, the negative things that's been happening, you start making that changes. Someone in your household don't speak to you, smile at them. Good morning, how are you today? They don't answer you, no problem. Don't let that person answer you, forget about it. It's cool, you did your part. The person's leaving the house. Have a good day. Enjoy. Be safe on the road. Get home. Get to work safely and get back home safely. Your kids are waiting for you. Be nice. Say things like that. And you would believe, do it for 7 days straight. You even said that person has never said thanks to you. By the 7th day of that person hearing that over and over, they are going to tell you thank you. They are going to change because you are different towards them. And you're giving out positivity to that person, and they have no choice but to give you that back. Be nice to that person, and you would see how the love that you're sharing, how it will come back to you. My friend, get out of that relationship. This is my advice to you. You have a problem, take your kids, your 3 kids. I know it's hard, it's tough. I don't have kids, so I don't know. But I know from having a daycare, it's expensive. And you have 3 kids. I know. Somehow it's going to work out. Believe it's going to work out. It's a struggle. Maybe this is your little test. It's your destiny, your leap of faith. do it. Take that time. Do what you gotta do, and you would see how it will work out for you. Alright? Let me see what else we got in here. Sometimes I put stuff in and I forgot. Really, thanks for the blessing. It felt so good. Okay. Oh. You know, I wanted to call out one of my friends. You see, I scrolled past it here. I always call him out, sort of, from Sankranti, sort of. His birthday was yesterday, sort of. Happy birthday, my friend. You always treat me so good and always come true for me like you did Valentine's. That was crazy. I know I am a bit crazy, but thank you so much, and I have you on lock again for you know what you gotta do for me. Don't forget. So Sorrow, thank you so much for everything you all always do for me, and happy birthday, man. Happy birthday and blessing. I didn't even know it was your birthday until this morning, so happy birthday. God bless you, man. I wish you all the best. So guys, girls, ladies, gents, check out my Testimony Tuesday. Look out for live interviews. You know, I feel really bad, really hurt that all my comments of, I really have, it's Sadna, right? Sadna, thank you so much for all these beautiful comments. And thank you for locking in, because I realize you're still logged in and you're there. You know, like some of my Rastas, so you jump across who are on my Facebook and you're really a Rasta. You really did support me. Cindy, all of you who are logged in here, please share it or tag your life experiences with Ra so it goes on the page all out so everyone can see it. I'm going to post the video actually. Those of you who are looking, I'm going to take the raw video and I'm going to post it after I'm done. Thank you guys again for all the love and the support. I cannot do this without you all. Have some surprise coming up. Some new additions to your life experiences with Raw. And we didn't forget about Truth or Dare. We're coming with Truth or Dare. It's right there. It's just that we're setting it up. Because someone dared message me and dare me that to do the first Truth or Dare on myself. So I want to take a dare where I can go live and actually be dared to do something crazy. And I want to do it. Alright? So, yes, I'm excited to do that Truth or Dare. It's coming on Your Life Experiences with Ra. And we have some other nice things coming on Your Life Experiences with Ra. So again, it's Ra. It's Rahul on your Rahul Maharaj page. So guys, girls, ladies, gents, boys, you know, it's Ra. And I want to say I love you all until Anonymous Monday. Please, keep safe, be good. God bless all of you. Thank you for the love and support. Good night. Hey everyone, welcome to Your Life Experiences with Ra. It's Anonymous Monday. You know what to do. Click that share, click that like, click that subscribe if you're on YouTube. Hey, hey, hey. You know what? I'm out here in Bryant Park. No coat, just all dressed like this. It's really hot today, right? I don't think so. It's not hot at all. That's my April Fool's joke. But guess what I have for you guys today? Y'all, those of you who are following me on my page, Your Life Experiences with Ra, Ra dropped his song, Teddy Umid Remix. I want you guys to share this and tag your friends, make them like the page, Your Life Experiences with Ra. Ra is giving away an iPad. Yes, I'm giving away an iPad for the person with the most shares on the month of April. So today is the first. Start sharing my songs. Start tagging your friends. You can tag 100 friends at the time. If you have 1,000 friends, you all can share it. You all can tag 1,000 friends 10 times, 100 at a time, and share it. Tell them all about my song. Let me see which one of you. And tell your friends about the iPad and keep sharing the song. Hey man, keep sharing my music video. You all about to win a free iPad. Come on. Who don't want a free iPad? Alright, it's not an April Fool's joke. It's Ra. You guys know I got you guys, and I'm gonna give you guys the iPad. Whoever wins it, that's you. Good luck. Tell your friends. Free iPad. Share my music video. Teddy Umid. Alright guys? Good evening. Parvini, I see you. Hi Sonia. All of you logged in. Welcome to Anonymous Monday. You guys see the name. My mother stole my father from my grandmother. That's the name of the story. Whoa, so let's go. Hello Ra, my name is okay, it's Anonymous Monday, so no name calling people. I'm sorry about that.
I'm from Trinidad. I've been watching your program about a month now. This is very interesting, sad stories. I have one similar to the guy who said his mother is deceitful. My mother was no different. When you read my story, you'll be the judge. I'm 62 years old now. Thanks to my husband, children, and my grandchildren, I learned so many new things thanks to your program. I also learned about gay people. You are right. God never teach anyone to hate, but he taught to love. I never believed there was a God in the beginning of my life, but then I had to beg God to save me and my son, and those times I have seen his grace. Wow, beautiful. Let me tell you a bit from the past, my mother's story. My mother's mother, my grandmother, original husband died, and she had a daughter, my mother, who was the eldest child, and 3 younger boys. My grandmother remarried when my mother was 13. She got pregnant with twins right after. My grandmother and step-grandfather used to work in the fields. My mother would have told me all this. My mother said from the time she saw her stepfather, she had liked him. She said her mother was a bitch and used to push him around, especially when he go out and drink. My mother told a story of one Saturday my grandmother went out to go to her brother's house to spend the night as he was sick. She told my mother to tell her stepfather when he comes, but don't worry, he will come drunk, he will sleep. Let him know when he wakes up in the morning that she should be home around noon. My mother said she used this opportunity. She was about 15 that time. That night she went and slept in her mother's bed, and stepfather, she moved out the lamp so there weren't any light in the room. He came, he took off his clothes as he was very drunk. She made him have his way with her without him knowing. The next morning she pretended and acted as though she was sleeping there because she was scared, and he raped her. And he believed that. He was so scared he begged her not to tell her mother. He will do anything for her. She said not long after she found out she was pregnant. She told him he raped her when he was drunk, and he had to leave her mother and take her, marry her, taking care of her and the baby. Now, as all this might sound crazy, this is the real story, as my step-grandfather is my father. Wow, it's tough. To this day, my father has died and moved on to heaven or whatever, but till this day, I just couldn't understand what my mother had on this man. She stole my father from her own mother and never even looked back at her own mother, not even when she died. I never got the love of a father growing up. Anytime I would try to get close to my own father, my wicked mother used to beat me from a very young age, telling me that I wanted her man. She used to abuse and slap my father up, telling him if he wanted to rape her like how he raped him, meaning he raped me. She had 4 more kids, my 3 brothers and my little sister. When I was about 14, I ran away from home and went to my uncle's house, my mother's second brother, as I was tired of my mother beating me and abusing me. One night while sleeping, I woke up and found my uncle's wife brother, who lives there with me, over me. I jumped up. He quickly held my mouth and pushed my head, holding me down to the bed, as he took 2 of his fingers and put it inside me. This pain was so horrible. Even when I got married to my first husband, I don't think I felt like this. But thank God that was all he did, as I was trying to scream and was moving up trying to get away. The next morning I just left and went back home. As you will know by now, I went home and got myself a good beating. But I preferred get beat from my mother than be raped by a monster. I never told my mother about this because I know she would have beat me, saying I am the one that caused it, or
it was simply my fault. The years seemed forever to go. I used to work with my mother as she had a small shop like a mini-mart in our village. When I was about 16, I met my first husband. He was 5 years older. He used to come by the shop and we would talk when my mother weren't around. He went and asked her to marry me. That seemed to have been her way of getting rid of me. She agreed and quickly got me married to him. This chapter of my life was only good at the start. His parents gave him land, no house. We had to build a board house. He used to be so loving. But then he got a job with some of his cousin in the West. Sometimes he wouldn't come home. Sometimes he did on weekends. When he did come home, he was always drunk. You all wouldn't know, I was left to raise 3 kids on my own by the time I was 19. He would bring money or buy stuff and bring to the house, have his way with me and leave again. Sometimes he never watched his kids. When I was 20, my biggest daughter was only 4. My parents came by and brought vegetables and other stuff for the house. That evening he happened to come home. He saw everything and just started beating me, telling me I brought a man to the house. Now think about this. His mother and father lives not even 40 feet away. I didn't even get to tell him I missed my period and I was pregnant. I didn't have to because a few days later I lost the baby. I used to work cleaning people's house around the area. Whoever were more fortunate, he had an aunt with a big business that at that time she would give me work and help me out a lot. This beautiful lady had a very handsome younger brother around my husband's age. He liked me a lot. He knew I had 3 kids. He knew all my problems. One day I saw him leaving my in-laws' home. They came to speak to me as he did the same, asking them if he can marry me as their own, just abandon myself and his kids. I told them no, not until he comes home and tell us his intentions with his family. About a month later, he came home and my father-in-law spoke with him about this. He took up a shovel to hit his own father, but my brother-in-law stopped him. He pushed the kids and myself in the house, took out his belt and beat me. My 5-year-old daughter ran in between. The belt hit her just to the side of her face, missing her eye by a very little. He was about to hit again, but she screamed, which I think he got into his senses. That day he left the house and was knocked down and killed by a truck. He had some big money the company compensated, which his cousin brought for me. About 1 month later, I came home from work with my other kids from school, and my in-laws called me over. There was a strange little boy about 2.5 years old. They informed me that this is my husband's son. The mother dropped him off as she had no money to take care of him, and now his father was dead. I took him in as my own child. I think he loves me no less than my other 5 children. Yes, I got married to that guy and had 2 more children. I think God said enough was enough from a child I suffered until the age of 22. I can't remember ever having to want for anything or ever was disrespected, nor anyone ever raised their hand for me after that. My new husband and his family were devotees of Durga Devi, and I personally think she called me as my struggle didn't just end there. Oh boy. My husband and I opened a clothes store and a supermarket. He was really an angel sent by the Devi. My problems was not abuse anymore, but with health. My last son got sick with a strange disease. With stress, I got sick as well. Now, let's pause there for a second. So you all heard that part of the story. So I took off the next part from where she was going to continue, and I made it into Testimony Tuesday for tomorrow. So it's like a part 2. So join me for Testimony tomorrow. So let's go on. An update on my mother and father and my little sister. My little sister went through a bit of hell with my mother as well. Until she was 16, some guy broke her heart and was crying and hugging my father. My mother saw this, pulled her away and slapped her.
my father didn't forget her that day. My father used to walk with a walking stick at that time. He beat my mother with that stick. My sister told me she never said anything to anyone after that. My father died a few years later. My mother told us this story after he died. What she did to him, I looked at her and said, "You will suffer for what you did to that man." She said to us that she and my father were slaves to her mother and she needed a way out. See it and acted and took that opportunity. My mother is 78 now, strong as ever. You would want to know what favor God owes her. But now she changed a lot after that beating from my father. She is the mother I wish I had when I was smaller and growing up, but never too late. Thank you, Ra, for allowing me to share my story. You are really a sweet, handsome boy. Okay, I'm not a boy, but thanks. Bless your mother for bringing you into this world. I pray Devi Durga bless you as well. I know her miracles are real, as you just found out in my story. So we didn't find out everything yet. So we're hoping to hear the rest of the story. So everyone, join me for Testimony Tuesday tomorrow. Don't go, those of you logged in. Don't forget to share my music video. An iPad is up for grabs, guys. In the month of April, I'm going to give away at the end of the month an iPad for the person who shares my music video, Teddy You Meet Remix. If you share this, tag all your friends and ask them to share it like your life experiences with Ra, you're in to win an iPad. Trust me, I get the notifications of those who share the stories, those who share. So if you share Teddy You Meet as much as possible and let your friends comment on the song, on the music video, let them comment your name. I will know that they shared it and they're following you and they are voting for you to win that iPad. Come on, guys. No matter where you are in the world, you do the sharing, you're getting the iPad. Let me do some shout outs real quick. So all those who are online, Hypervini again, Davis, my boy, Patricia, hello, Cindy, darling, how are you? Tina, thank you, baby, Dean, Vin, Pamela, all those of you, Nazine, Sally, Sonia again. Yes, it was an awesome story. Join me tomorrow for Testimony Tuesday. Thank you, Tina. I know you love me. I love you too. Those of you again, it's Ra, and I love you all. Good night, everyone. Welcome to Your Life Experiences with Ra, and it's Ra. You know, every one of you who know I went down to Cancun last week, and how beautiful it was. Right? Remember, those of you from Anonymous Monday, how you know I went to Cancun. But you know what was sweet about Cancun last week? Was really good about Cancun last week was that while I was on vacation, I made money. Think about that. Wouldn't you want to do that? Go on vacation and make money? While you're on vacation, make money. And I did that last week while I was in Cancun. I made a good bit of money that I can say, hey, I made some money. You guys need to jump in, message me, inbox me, and you all will see how to do this. There's a couple strategies, like one of them I want to throw out here right now. Do you know people with, hey, there's my boy Tyler on Instagram. Hi, buddy. How are you? We miss you guys. Tyler, give us a great interview. Can't wait to share it on Your Life Experiences with Ra. My boy Tyler, Kevin, how are you? Coming to you, bro. So yes, one of the ways, those of you who knows people with bad credit or you have bad credit, hit me up. You can message me right here on Your Life Experiences with Ra. Inbox me. My phone number is 718-909-3541. Hit me up. You want to fix your credit, hit me up. And I will show you all a way while you're getting your credit fixed, how you all will make money as well. That's only one of the ways I can show you all how to make money. Alright? So your credit is bad. I can show you all how to make money by fixing your credit. And there's a bonus for it. Those of you who want life insurance, there's a $100,000 life insurance in store there for you as well. Good night to everyone again. So that has me a little pumped. While I was away in Cancun, I was making money while I'm on vacation. You do it too. Hit me up and I'll tell you how. So
You know how we missed Testimony Tuesday yesterday? Yeah, but you know, I have a little testimony today, and it's not about that. It's about appreciating things around you, appreciating the people in your life. And let me tell you one of the things that happened to me. It's a bit sad. I don't want to get too emotional. I was very emotional today. You know, and the universe knows this, how much I appreciate my baby, my darling, my dog, Ace. He's my pet, my best friend. And you know, he cannot understand how much I love him, but I know how much I love him. And today he went to do a little cleaning by the dentist, and they called me and they told me how his heartbeat went very low, right? And I was calm as the doctor, and you know, she told me today when she said that to me, that when I called you and I told you that on the phone, you were very calm because they put him under anesthesia, and I think it had a bad reaction to him or whatever it was. And he, one second, oh, why is it not even coming up? It's stuck, it's not even coming up. So yeah, he went under anesthesia, and apparently medicine had a bad reaction to him or whatever it was. And you know, the doctor had to call me and tell me what happened or whatever. And I sat down on my bed. I laid on my bed afterwards, like I got weak. And I sat thinking how I brought him home from a baby and how he made my life change around in the past 7 years and what he means to me. And I can't think about a way of losing him, and I don't know how to make him know I appreciate him. In the night times when I feel down or whatever, I'm on my bed, he will jump up on the bed and he wants to cuddle, and he will take his paw and he'll put it over him. And he doesn't sleep on the bed. He actually waits till I sleep away, and then he will jump off and go in his bed, you know. And that's, I want the world or the universe to know how much I appreciate him. I don't want to lose him. I want him to always be strong and be around me, you know. But he's here. He's a little bit droopy and sleepy. I picked him up. I was anxious to see him, make sure he was good. He's good. He's resting. He's, you know, he's a trooper, and I know that. He loves to play. He's strong. But today that was a little scare there for me, and I want to show, you know, the people around you, show them how much you appreciate them. Things in your life, show it. Whatever, the little things that you may have and you might not think that it's there for you, please appreciate it, because if you lose that, you would see how hard it is to bring it back. Don't take things for granted. Let me tell you something. Don't take things for granted. I've been telling you this from day one. It's episode 32 of QOA's Questions, Opinions, Answers. Thank you guys for the love and the support. I couldn't have been here 32 weeks if it weren't for all of you, and I am very happy to be here. And you all who have seen my page, Your Life Experiences with Ra, check it out. The first interview in Cancun, the little clip of the little interview with Calliope. Calliope, thank you so much for your hospitality, how you treated us in Cancun. I really, really love that. You treated us like friends. You were hurt when we were leaving. You said you're going to miss us. Thank you so much, Calliope, for that love and that support. We met so many amazing people in Cancun. You all will see some of their interviews and the things. You all remember the questions? Do you prefer a gay son over a dead son? Why is coming out still existing? About gossip? About do you know your worth? Which your question tonight is on there as well. All these questions we brought to the public in Cancun, and you all get ready to hear what they had to say. This is your questions, this is your answers, your opinions. It's beautiful, and thank you all so much for making me go on with the show every week after week and bringing you something new week after week. So again, in the sense of speaking about appreciation, I want to speak about the person in my life. You know, every day I woke up in Cancun, my clothes was ironed, all pressed up and ready for me to go out to interview people or wherever we were going. My shirts, my t-shirt, they were all ready for me. They were all pressed, and I want to tell you I appreciate everything you did while we were in Cancun, moving with my tripod, helping me with everything that we did interviews with, my camera, the lighting, everything. Thank you so much. You know who you are, and I love you, and I appreciate you. And you know, you have to be able to deal with the Scorpio in me, and you know, he's an idiot, but you know, I love everyone, and thanks so much for everything. So let's do a little bit of this. Let's go in and shout out my girl Megan. I know it's already
10 minutes into the show and we haven't started with a question yet, but I want to say happy birthday to my girl Megan. She celebrated her birthday 2 days ago, a couple days ago. I think it was Monday. And I really, really, really appreciate you. And I love you. Ra loves you. Happy birthday. All the best for this upcoming year. I may all your wishes come true. All your dreams come true, girl. You know you're aiming for the stars and you're going to reach there. You have a great heart. And Ra wants to wish you a happy birthday and tell you I love you. Mwah! Megan, I love you. All right, let's jump in with one of the questions. Here we go. If you were to find out a friend is being cheated on, will you tell your friend about it or tell other friends about it? Sora, recently a friend of mine and her boyfriend broke up as she found out he was cheating. How she had to find out was actually the worst. One of her good friends, who she trusted blindly, apparently saw everything and insisted on telling her. Instead of telling her, she went to ask a person that my friend don't even speak to. When I found out, I was the one to bring it to her attention. For some reason, she's still friends with that person, and I personally don't understand how you can keep someone like that in your life. Let me tell you something. But before we jump, let me shout out to some people on my Facebook. My brother Jody, Pamela be soon. Hi, how are you, Pamela? Yeah, I always see you support me. You share my videos, you comment, you like. Thank you so much for this love and support, Pamela. Pamela is an amazing person. I have known her for a very long time now. Visesh, good night. And Pamela Mahaber, how are you doing? And everyone on Instagram who is logging in, watching, and going, welcome to Your Life Experiences with Ra. You know it's Ra, and I love you all. So yes, how do we answer this question? Water break. How do we answer this question for her? Why is she still friends with her? Do you think that... Hi, good night, Ravi. I see you there. Do you think... today, let's just jump back a little bit. Today, I was speaking to someone and I told them, go back and look at my episodes of QOA. Who has just joined in? Who has just started looking at Your Life Experiences with Ra? Go back and look at the episodes. Some of them connect. Some of them, but each one, and if you look at all, has messages for you in life. All right. I learned when I did my coaching courses and whatnot. I remember one time it says everybody has their own opinion. Everybody has their own ups and downs, and everybody looks at everything differently, or they handle situations differently. Yes, it's true. You might see it as the same, but we all handle situations in almost the same way, but in their own way. All right, so yes. So I look back at my episode 4, questions, opinions, answers, and I remember talking about a friend of mine who is no longer in my life. And guess what? I remember saying I have him in my life for a reason. And I saw the true colors of this person, and they're no longer at an arm's length. They're totally gone. Remember, wash negativity. Get rid of the toxic people in your life. Get rid of the negative thoughts, the toxic thoughts that make you feel that you cannot do something. Because negativity goes nowhere. It remains at one spot, where positivity always weighs it down. Always remember that, right? So, how she handles it. She knows this person now. She's handling it in the best way as possible. She's keeping that person in her life for a reason. She might not tell you, or maybe she'd mistrust everyone after this episode, but she keep everyone close by because she wouldn't even known about the cheating if that friend didn't come back, even though it wasn't in her life to see and consider her. Who knows? She's not one of those brave people to come out and speak about things, and she went and she trusted another person, or maybe she asked for advice and the other person spread it. Right? So you have to think about it in all different ways. Now, her keeping the person in her life is the real question you're asking here. Why is she keeping that person? And I'll tell you something. Some of us wants to keep the negative people in our life just to observe them. Not for any reason or anything impossible that I want that person there, I love them or whatever. Who knows? She maybe have a special bond with them, and it's hard for her to get rid of them as well. Alright? So, let me see. If you were to find out that your friend... Okay, if I were to find out my friend is being cheated on, of course I'm going to tell her. But if it's a being, you got to know about a scenario, how she's reacting, how you're going to tell her, what you're going to do. But your thing is to think about the well-being of your friend. Now, one of the things I would do first is talk to the person that she's dating and let them know what the damage they are going to do if she finds out about that, how she's going to be broken and whatnot, and if they are going to do what they're going to do. Have the star player be gone, or pick up one of the bench players or something like that. Are we going to pick up someone basic for someone over and remove the person who is really strong in your life that helps you out and makes you someone? Think about that, all right? So you speak to that person and then you know what to do. And also, if you and that person is not friends or whatever, you got to know how you handle the situation, right? I wouldn't go telling other friends. Remember the gossip things? We don't gossip, right? Gossiping has to die. We have to kill gossiping. And it's easy. I know a lot of people who does it, and I know they got hurt a lot from it. And I think for my own self, I think they would have learned that gossiping gets them in trouble. Well, I think that's the best way to answer that question. I would not go tell friends about it. I'll prefer come and tell you, and let's solve this together. Or bring in another friend who you trust, and let's see all of us together get help for you. Good night, Cindy, my darling. How are you? I've been meaning to text you. I know you're mad with me because I didn't go out with you recently, but I love you. We'll hook up sometime very soon. Alright, another shout out tonight. You know, I have a special friend. Her name is Miss Hawkins. Miss Hawkins, I want to tell you how much I love you and I appreciate you in my life, and I thank you for every single thing you have done for me with my daycare. Alright, I met Miss Hawkins through another great friend, Trisha. Well, everybody knows I speak about Trisha all the time. My sweetie pie, Trisha. And Miss Hawkins has, you know, we hung out the other night and she's always been there for me through thick and thin. And Miss Hawkins, I want to tell you, you're an amazing woman. I see, there's these people that does these women's rights. They fight for women's rights and whatnot, this little group. And I see they're honoring some women. And I was thinking about sending it out there that they should honor you, Miss Hawkins. You're an amazing woman. She's always helping people. Let me tell you, she goes out of her way. She might beg for things for others, not for herself. That's how great this woman is, how amazing she is. And Miss Hawkins, thank you so much for all that you do for me. And I just want to say I love you and thanks for the support. All right. Second question: if someone did great things for you, should they look down on you or degrade you because they feel they are better than you? I don't think anybody should do that to anyone, because that's really, really bad. How could you think about someone? All right, let me see. I know someone close to me in my family, and she did everything for a lot of people in my family. And you know, I don't know if people realize that her status has changed. She's not the same person anymore. She doesn't beg anyone for anything. She don't need anything from anyone. She can do a lot for herself. Look at where she is from where she were in life. Alright? And appreciate that person. That person did a lot for everyone because of the things that you all did for her. Right? And to go around and gossip about her and speak about her, think about all the good things she did for you all in return for that one or two things that you all did for her. And if you all think it was the world of things that you did, right? I'm telling you, she did the universe of things for you, but you cannot see it because you're stuck on seeing what you did. Start seeing what people do for you as well, not only the things that you do for people, and you would realize this. Alright? You should not look down on people that help you. You should not degrade people that help you, because this is not the way things work. Listen to this quote. If you're helping someone and expecting something in return, you're doing a business, not a kindness. Wow, that was powerful. You think you're doing something and going around and talking about, oh, I help Ra do something. I help Ra do this. Or I help Ra buy something. What happens then? What about all the things when Ra turn around and pay you back in millions with kindness and things that he done for you? Think about that. I'm just saying this in general, right? So don't take it too personal, even though it might fall in some people's gallery, in some people's garden, and they might have to pick it up.
So appreciate the people in your life rather than degrade them. And no one owes anybody anything. If you do a favor for me, you do it out of the kindness of your heart. That means to say you cannot go back and wait for a favor. All right? Or wait for return payment. No one is indebted to you when you do a favor to them, for them. I have a next question, and this is it for tonight. I don't want to stay on here too long because I want you all to listen to the show. And I realize lots of you have just been watching and browsing, and I listen and I hear what you all are, the feedbacks you all are giving me. Bro, sometimes it's too long and I just listen and I hear the good parts and I skip through. Sometimes you skip through and you miss some of the good stuff, right? Look at your life experiences with Ra. Look at that Anonymous Monday from last week. This week came by. I love some of the comments that is there. You know, we talk about abuse. Who did not watch that Anonymous Monday? Look at Cindy's video, where Cindy, the first interview on Your Life Experiences with Ra, where Cindy told her story about domestic violence abuse and what Cindy had to go through. Now, I lived through this, right? And I'm telling you, I lived through this in such a crazy way that I was speaking to my sister-in-law, my brother today. And my brother, she was telling me things my brother would tell his kids. And that is it hit me that I remembered certain things. And you know what's a sad thing? To see a person being abused, who was abused by people, because I'm remembering my episode 4 now, where as that person was abused by the husband and whatnot, and she still goes back. How could you be abused by someone who had you, and not think about yourself, think about your kids, what they went through at 1 o'clock in the morning, running away, running here, running there by people's house because they are scared. Think about those things. And remember, and you're still friends or still have some sort of liking for that person who damaged your children's mind, who damaged your heart and your mind, but you want to show sympathy, but yet still the people who loves you, you don't look into it and look at how much they love you and care about you, but you're going after someone who don't have a heart. He doesn't have a heart. Remember that. Look into it. Look and sit down and think for yourself. Who appreciates you? Who loves you? And then you would know. All right? This is why I'm bringing in these things, because it's all because I look back at another show and I remember stuff and things happen, and it's all about your life experiences with Ra. And if Ra don't tell his stories and certain experiences, how come I'm going to get the experiences I want to hear? So this question says, hey bro, I know you spoke about knowing my worth, but I need my job. I do it even for money under the money what I should get paid for. But as I said, I really need this job right at this point. Why is it my boss knows I gotta run and pick my kids up as I clock out, but find stuff he needs done 5 minutes before time to leave? How do you handle this situation? Man, great job by the way. Keep up the good work. You are going places. Thank you so much. Let's drop in with a quote here. Leaders who don't listen will eventually be surrounded by people who have nothing to say. And I am living experience with that, whereas I see a leader just don't even care to hear what you have to say. And let me tell you something. People who are in the corporate world, a lot of you run after jobs that you listen and you go for trainings and stuff for, and you would find that training is not working for you. But if you look back and you see the training and the people who are giving you the training, right, I think half of their hair is white like my shirt, all right? And if you look at that, that means to say they're giving you training that worked in their times. We are working with times in the 21st century. In this time, in 2019, we are not working even in the time of LinkedIn, where you can network through LinkedIn. I don't even want you to send me a message on LinkedIn telling me, trying to get me to come across to try something new. No, because you guys did it so much that we know it's some type of scheme, or it's even if it's something good, you don't want to hear about it because people has done this and has, what are you going to say, overworked it. You all kill LinkedIn because of your networking and sending out emails or messages saying, hey, I know you, I would like you to help me get some of your clients. Come on, you killed a good thing that was going there. A lot of people hate LinkedIn because of that. A lot of my friends don't even use LinkedIn because of people who spoke illy of LinkedIn like this. All right, so try and use your own strategies to get things done, because as you say, you know your worth. Don't let people push you around. All right, let your boss hear you. If he doesn't hear you, or know that at 5 o'clock, as much as you need the job, there is another job waiting out there for you. I am telling you, if you think that things are bad and you wouldn't get a next job out there, start looking while you're there. If your boss, you know you have the kids, your kids are important. Always remember that. If you have to leave at 5 o'clock or 3 o'clock or when it is, pick up your kids, go do it. Your kids are your life. Let me tell you, I run a daycare and I sit back and I look, and a parent will tell me sometime, oh, I got to keep back at work. I could understand the train or transportation or traffic, but don't tell me my boss held me back today because I need to do something. Your child is important. You drop your child off at 7 o'clock in the morning at a daycare or a nursery or at school. They are looking forward to see their mother or father by the time at least 4, 5, 6 latest. Don't keep them there till 8 o'clock in the night, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Think about that. That's your child. How could you share that love with your child and have them waiting for you like that? They love you. It's your child. And you got to let your boss know this too. That's why I will advise people, look at the type of jobs you're going for. Like, I learned something a while back, and I remember it by teaching someone this while I was in Cancun. I remember a while back, a friend of mine who was in HR, he told me that when a company gets, even self, they know that they're losing an employee, and that's a key employee that they're paying a high price for, they decide, okay, let's hire 2 more people with a lower salary that wouldn't even reach that person's salary. So they put out an ad or whatever it is, and they get all the resumes in, and they don't call you for like 2 months, 3 months, until it's almost time for that person to leave. And they will start offering you next to nothing what you would want. But what they will do is call you and ask you, hey man, how are you? Did you get that job? Are you still looking? Are you still on the market looking for a job? And what will happen is they will tell you, when you say no, yeah, because 2 months pass, and you're like, oh, I'm so happy you called. Yeah, I'm still looking for a job, blah, blah, blah. That's when they catch you. That's your weakness right there. You're still looking for a job. You means nothing to them. So they can call you and say, 2 months you didn't have a job, and tell you that, hey, well, I'm offering you $30,000 for a $70,000 job. And you now thinking, oh, I didn't work for 2 months, I could do this. When you start working, you have no time to go out there and look for another job. Remember that. Sometimes you get tied up when you start doing a new job. So my advice to you is tell someone, always make it look that, yeah, I have a job, but I'm willing to hear what you have to offer. All right? Same thing here. Don't let that person pull you down, my friend. You need to go for your child. Remind him 1, 2 more times. And when you see 5 o'clock reach, don't even tell him. He cannot fire you for leaving at the time you finish work and you did your work or whatever it is. Pick up your keys, head out, go pick up your kids. That's my advice to you. All right? How do you handle this situation? I handle the situation exactly how I told you. So shout outs again. Hi Sandy, hi Gary. Good night to all of you on Instagram. Devin, Nivash. Can't tell all the names, but everybody on Instagram, hi, hello, and welcome to your life experience with Sutra. All right, another quote there to throw in with this. A bad leader can take a good staff and destroy it, causing the best employees to flee and the remainder to lose all motivation. And let me tell you, again, your life experiences with Ra. I didn't come out here to tell you all stuff because Ra wants to talk. No, it's my life experiences that I had, and I can answer these questions because I went through these things. And with that quote there, exactly for you is, I have seen this happen where a leader would show, well, let's put it in a way like, don't lead properly. Let's put it like that. I don't want to call names. I don't want to hurt anyone. And you do the wrong thing. And let's say you lose the key workers or the key employees who have been really pulling in for your company. And what happens at that time when that person gone? A lot of people is going to realize, because they're going to talk. A lot of the other staff is going to speak and say, hey, if he can go and he was such a great person to this company and an asset to the company, who are we? We're trying our best all the time. Think about that. All right? So again, you have to go pick up your kids, my friend. Go pick up your kids. But let them know one more time. When I took this job, I told you if it just happened in the middle because people have kids while they're working or whatever it is. And if you've been working there to have kids and all this and your boss knows about it during the time and it's something new you added, hey, he gotta work with you. That means to say you are a key employee and you worth something. Always remember that. Remember your worth. Right, guys? Remember your worth. So, before we close, you know, my guy, Jussie Smollett. So, I've been following his case. I look at this guy. I know he's a great philanthropist. I know he loves people. I know all this. When I saw, remember how I came out here and I say a prayer for him to get, you know, recover fast and whatever. All the blames were pointed to him. I stayed quiet. I was like, this guy can't do that. And, you know, everything came to pass. All charges on him is dropped. And, you know, we need to know things before we jump at the gun. And, you know, sometimes all evidence points at it. And we got to look at all the details to make sure. Sometimes we know the answer is right there, but we got to wait for the jury. But again, according to his lawyer, do we put our lives in the hands of some jurors at times? So, you know, I had a similar case with this where people judged me wrong. And I've been judged a lot of times wrong. And look, I keep running, I keep rolling. You know, good publicity for him. Good for him. He's all over. Who didn't even know about him knows about him now. You know, hats off to you, my boy, that you got off. Great acting, and I love you. Anyways, everyone, it's Raw. It's your life experiences with Raw. Just had to come out here, shout you out, tell you all to look out this Friday morning. I have a great surprise for you all. Tomorrow, look out for another couple of interviews, the small ones from Cancun. I have so much to bring for you from Cancun, especially bringing alive those beautiful questions. Hi, Tina. My love, I love you. I was thinking about doing a surprise with you. I will come by and see you. I know I miss you. Thank you so much for your love and support always. Every one of you, thank you for the love, the support. I wouldn't have been here without any one of you. Again, share, like, comment. Those of you on YouTube, subscribe. I love you all. It's Ra, and he loves you all. Good night. Good night, everyone. Hi, welcome to your life experiences with Ra. Some of you have been telling me over and over, hey Ra, we don't see when you go live anymore. Some of us don't get that the alert that you went live. Let me tell you, some of you are looking at my show, liking it, commenting, and you have not even accepted the invite yet. So click over on the page, Your Life Experiences with Ra, those 3 little dots. Make sure you click on it, click the like above it, and you'll be able to see those alerts when it hits. Alright? Yo, you guys, I'm so excited. You know why I'm so excited? I'm so hyped because I'm here to tell you guys again about that free iPad. All you have to do is share my music video, Teddy You Mead, the remix, share it. Remember in the month of April. Now it's not April Fool's, it's the 2nd of April, and I'm telling you this again. Share that video. The amount of shares, I see Sonia, Marla, and Maria. They're in the lead. They don't care how many times in the day they shared it. Now, if you share it and you tag at least a few of your friends, maybe 10, 20 of your friends, and every day you do it, I'm sure you will tag all your friends by the time the end of April. Now it's a free iPad. No matter where you are in the world, I will send you that free iPad. It's not a joke. It's not a gimmick. It's a free iPad for the most shares and tags on that song, Teddy You Mead remix. Okay, share it and you all will see what's going to happen. You're going to get that free iPad. The amount of shares, if you share it 3 times a day for 30 days, that's 150 shares. We are checking your shares. We know who you are. We are already checking you out, alright? So, another thing is, you know why Ra is always hype? Great things are always coming in your life experiences with Ra. Who are we going to interview next? That's great. That is going to help Ra motivate some of you who think you cannot do it in life, who think that some reason that obstacle is holding you back. Let me tell you something. You are about to hear this amazing young woman, Amanda LaCount. She is going to be live in 2 weeks on Your Life Experiences with Ra, telling her story. Those of you on my Instagram, hello Marissa, hello B. Passon. Hey honey, that's on Facebook, but it's all over if you're seeing it here as well. But try and jump across on YouTube, message me, share it if you have Facebook. Those of you on Instagram and messaging me, telling me, hey, I haven't been seeing the show, I haven't been catching up on Anonymous Monday because I haven't seen it. Those of you who don't have a Facebook, you have to jump across on YouTube. It's a Facebook competition, so you gotta share it on Facebook.
All right, I didn't make it for anything else, but it's a Facebook competition. Who has been missing the stories on Instagram, you can jump across and see it on YouTube if you don't have a Facebook. Right, let me say good night to everybody here. Sonia, Sing Sing, Marissa, Saeed, Parvini. Sonia, good night, honey. Thanks for sharing. Gloria, all of you, good night over there on Facebook. So, Amanda LeCount is going to be on Your Life Experiences with Ra, giving her life experiences this far and her challenges. You guys got to tune in. Who haven't seen, go on my Instagram, check out the Facebook page, and check out her page, Amanda LeCount. She's a great, awesome dancer, amazing, and she's going to be here. We are trying to set up a meet and greet. So those of you who wants to meet her, we're trying our best to see those of you who could come see the interview live right here in New York City, Times Square. You could come down and see the interview live just by meeting and greeting with her. Those of you will have to message me in New York area or even self wherever you want to come from to meet this amazing young woman. You know, today someone told me something, right? And this is what they said. You know what I heard the person told me today? This person of high status, a person known in the community, right? This person said, Ra, if people were to sit and listen to those stories you have been sharing, a lot of people's lives will change if they listen. If those people listen to the words you use, especially the words like believe and love, they will elevate to different levels on whichever dream they would pursue, giving their life a complete balance of peace, love, happiness, and bliss. All they have to do is just believe and love themselves, as you have been saying. Great job, Ra. I'm proud of you. Thank you so much. Again, as I told you, thank you so much for that. I know we haven't jumped into the story as yet, but we're going there. So yes, thank you so much for telling me that. I heard another person today tell me, Ra, what you got going there, and the ideas are amazing. Keep going at it. Thank you guys for the inspiration. You see, this, I inspire myself, you inspire me. Your stories that I hear on Anonymous Monday and Testimony Tuesday, as well as you guys inspire me. Again, those of you who want to find out how to make money, how I made money while I'm on vacation, hit me up. I'll tell you how. Those of you in the United States, hit me up. Work from home. Make some extra cash. All right. So you remember last night, Anonymous Monday, who heard the story? Last night, my mother stole my grandfather from my father from my grandmother. You all remember that? All right. So I'll come back with one of the paragraph where we cut it to bring it for Testimony Tuesday today, and then we'll go from there. One day my son woke up. Oh, sorry, here we go. I'm backing up a little bit. My husband and I opened a clothes store and a supermarket. He was really my angel sent by the Davy. My problems was not abuse anymore, but with health. My last son got sick with a strange disease. With stress, I got sick as well. Y'all remember that story? That's where we cut it to bring the rest in the middle here for Testimony Tuesday. This is an amazing story. For some of you, it's going to be very emotional. It's based on the Hindu goddess, the universal mother, Devi Durga Ma. She's speaking of here. She's Hindu. Please, no negativity. But if you listen and you believe and hear what she has to say, this really was touching, and it meant a lot. And some people, I hope you understand where she was coming from. One day, my son woke up with a very high fever. On taking him to the doctor, he said it was just the flu. After a few days, the fever was not going down. I rushed him again to the doctor, who sent him to the hospital. By the second week of testing, not finding what was causing this infection or where it's coming from, which was also making him turn pale at times, I started to get these unbearable pain in my stomach. They finally said he had some periodic fever and other few things they started treatment for at that time. They even said stuff about organs inflamed. The week before that, on the bed next to my son was a little girl. One day her grandmother came to visit her. She later informed me she had to remove her appendix. What caught my attention was when I saw her placing a red flower by the head of the little girl. Hello,
Can you explain to me why you did that? And she started without any hesitation, so much belief and faith in what she just did. This flower was sent by the Devi to get her well. As she continued, don't be disheartened or scared. I am a Durga devotee. Before I left the house, I went to pray to Durga Devi Ma. I am not sure of your religion, but Ma Durga won't care of religion. She looks at everyone as her children. She looks at you as her child. You know when a child cries to a mother and how you as a mother reacts? That's how Durga Devi act for her children. She said before I could walk away after finishing prayer for my granddaughter, this flower fell to my feet. And all I heard was a voice say, head. Now, child, if I tell you where that flower was, this is another story. You seem like you need a miracle as well. Let's share this flower. She took that flower, break it in half, placing half by the granddaughter and the other half by my son's head. Looking at my son, she said, oh, he's a very handsome little guy. He have to grow up to have at least 4 children. He's a fighter you could never believe. He might be able to help little kids like himself someday. Tears came to my eyes. I sat down and cried and told her everything that was happening, telling her I only pray because my husband and his family do it. She said, go to Durga and consider her a mother, the type of mother that you are, and willing to help the same way you will help your kids. Think of her as the mother you always wanted. As she walked away, she kissed her granddaughter and left the room. I broke down in tears. She knew nothing about me. How could she know I never had a good mother? I went to my son and hugged him and started to beg Durga Devi to save my son. Now let's pause here for a little second. Those of you who haven't seen why she is saying this about the mother, go back and look at the Anonymous Monday. Who missed the Anonymous Monday must look at it to connect it to this part here. Well, the entire story just connected. Ra, you know what she is right about? My son did come out handsome. My son is a handsome doctor today with 2 sets of twins. Wow, beautiful. It wasn't a week good and my son was out of the hospital. As he came home, I went to where my husband prays, taking the picture of Durga Devi, dropping to the ground on my knees, bawling out to her, thank you, Ma, thank you, Ma, expressing that she is my true mother, telling her I don't ever leave me in this world again. My test went over. The pain in my stomach got worse. I went to numerous doctors who said I had formed an ulcer. To finding out some of my organs moved up in my diaphragm. I learned that happened from the beatings I got from my husband and my mother. I prayed and prayed to Durga Devi until the doctor found a lump in my breast, but sent me to another doctor to double check. During this time was the time Hindus prayed to Durga Devi in her other forms. My mother-in-law had a prayer for the Devi. After it was finished, there were a particular offering for the Devi, which I learned that was her favorite offering. I sat in front of Devi, just admiring her, telling her, Mother, you changed my life and give me happiness. All I ever wanted is to see my children grow up, all to be happy before I leave, as well as to see my husband be happy with his children's success. All I heard was, eat me. And as I looked down, this particular one offering was glowing. Like a bright light was coming from it. I immediately remembered the flower falling at the grandmother's foot. Without thinking, I picked it up and sat and ate it all. I told my husband what happened, and he smiled, saying she wanted you to have it to cure you. The next week, the new doctor informed me that there weren't any lump. All the rest of complications I had all vanished. Up to this day, I don't have any sort of health issues. No blood pressure, no diabetes. Thank you, Devi Ma. Thank you, Durga Devi. I never practiced to be a Hindu, but the bond I have for the Devi will not change. Over the years, people told me when you get something from the Devi, you have to give something in return, that you must at least give a coconut. I remember the lady say, speak to her and consider her like how you would be with your children. One thing when I do something for my children, if they were to ask or not, is I don't wish for anything in return. Their love and their goodness of making me proud and a happy mother is all I wanted, and that's how I felt Devi Durga Ma was in my life. She was my mother, and I would think she would think like me, so I never had to do anything for her. Most I did was buy her a bouquet of flowers once every so often and say, Ma, thank you. I would hold that picture, kiss her, and tell her, Mother, I love you. Wow, amazing story. You see, there was nothing to do with Hinduism in that story. You see how it's what you believe in? What she believed in. Now, the show is not over. Testimony Tuesday is not over. I want to drop something in here and add a little more tonight. So, I read the story twice together with yesterday, Anonymous Monday. The whole entire story came together, but I took this part out because it was so amazing, and it is her testimony. It is something she sent out that she wanted the world to know and the world to hear, that how she overcome these diseases or sickness, or how her son was cured, and what that little lady looked at her son and foresaw. But you know what it was? It's not that the lady, the grandmother's prediction or something, or she foresaw something. That lady who sent us this story believed that her son was going to be very handsome. She believed, that lady that said her son was going to be a doctor, and she believed that her son was going to have 4 kids. That was her belief in her head. Belief, love yourself. Belief in what you're doing, people. Share my stories. It's right as the show is going on. It's so easy. People ask me how to share. Right as the show is going on live, right at the bottom on the right side, hit that share. Those of you on YouTube, share, like, comment, subscribe. I've been telling you guys, these stories are amazing, and they are your stories. Keep sending me the stories for Anonymous Monday, Testimony Tuesday. Join me tomorrow night, 7 p.m. for QOA, which we have something even bigger coming for you guys. So it's the awareness month of autism. It's not a day, it's the entire month of April. And next Wednesday, we have a special for you guys. We're going to have a special guest speaking about autism. And you're going to have my beautiful co-host that night. Shivani is going to be with me. She's also going to be with me for that Amanda LeCount show. Those of you who love seeing her, she's so intelligent, she's so brilliant, you love to hear her speak. Yes, she is all those things. And you would hear her next Wednesday. Join me to see Shivani, myself, and my special guest as we speak about autism and bring you something for Autism Month. So guys, before we go, a good friend I have just been acquainted with, and she has become a good friend in my heart so quickly because of how her aura and her energy is. And you know, her nickname for short, they call her Mala. Mala, good night. Welcome to Your Life Experiences with Ra. So quickly you're being shout out on Your Life Experiences with Ra. And yes, as I told you, you're beautiful. Believe that. All right. And Mala sent me a poem which I want to share. But one second. Let me see what my beautiful friend is saying on Instagram. Ra, I have one thing I always tell everyone. You are your own obstacle. Beautiful. What you think is how your life is. If you think negative things will happen. Beautiful. You think positive things will happen. You think negative things will happen. Especially that. We learned all this on Your Life Experiences with Ross. So let's go on with a little program, a little poem. Not to run this, and this beautiful soul send this. And she wrote it herself. Free bird, I sit way up high on a tree watching you all pass by under me. I sing my sweet melody. It songs to you so incredibly. I fly away from tree to tree without a care. I am so free. I have eyes and I can see. Also sense you wish you were me. Sometimes you capture me and put me in a cage, but I would rather not be the center of your stage. I'd prefer to be free to roam wherever I want to go, for the whole world is my home, as I think you should know. This is written by Nirmala Ghani. Nirmala, beautiful. Mala, thank you so much for sending in this. And I really loved it today when I read it. I found it was so powerful. You know, most of us just wants to be free, to be who we are. And you know what? If you love yourself enough, this is going to happen. Go after your dreams. Don't look back. Believe. And you would see how that freeness, how you would realize that, wow, you don't have any problems. Anything on your shoulders that you're worried about, you would see how less stressful you are. Every one of you, I don't want to keep the show going too long, but you know, it's Your Life Experiences with Ra. Join me tomorrow night for QOAs, questions, opinions, answers. Those of you who want to win that free iPad, share that remix. I will put the link in here. Click that link, share it. And here it goes, guys. Let's see who's going to win a free iPad. I love you guys. It's Ra. Until tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Testimony Tuesday. Tomorrow night, questions, opinions, answers. Ra loves you all. Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Your Life Experiences with Ra. And today we have with us Delano. Delano is from Brazil. Also we have Taiki. He's also from Brazil.
Yes.
So Delano, I just found out he's a singer and he sings, but he has a little bit of speaking English. So he's now learning and I speak a little bit fast. So we have Taiki, he's going to translate for him. Alright? So Delano, I would like for you to tell me a little bit about yourself.
Ele quer que você fale pouco sobre você.
Então, meu nome é Delano, brasileiro, tenho 22 anos e canto funk, ritmo brasileiro, ritmo do Rio. E muito feliz por estar aqui conhecendo minha primeira viagem para fora do Brasil e fazendo entrevista com meu amigo aqui.
He said, my name is Delano, I'm 22 years old, I'm very happy to be here in Cancun for the first time, and I'm very happy to be still with you doing this interview.
Oh, I am happy to meet you too as well, and thank you for doing this. So, Delano, I would like Delano to tell us a little bit about his background and his age. But how old are you, Delano? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. How do you say in Spanish? Años, right?
Yeah.
Sorry. How old is he?
Yeah. Ele está perguntando para você quantos anos você tem, como é que você está nessa sua situação.
Like quantos años? I think that's it.
Yeah.
22.
Eu tenho 22 anos e pô, tô tranquilão, tô feliz, de boa, curtindo as minhas férias, né? Porque venho fazendo bastante show no Brasil e tal, na turnê. Aí tô curtindo minhas férias aqui e tô felizão, curtindo pra caramba o ambiente, o lugar.
He said, I'm 22 years old, I'm very happy to be here in my vacation with my friends, we're doing a lot of fun, and everything is great.
Great. So I want him to tell us a little bit about his background, like growing up in Brazil from the last 5 years of his life.
Ele quer que você fale pouco sobre os seus últimos 5 anos de vida, como é que é viver no Brasil.
Eu comecei na música desde os 9, sou músico desde os 9 e em 5 anos da minha vida teve uma mudança tremenda, porque nasci e criado em comunidade mais pobre e acabou que a partir desses 5 anos para frente eu consegui mudar um pouco da condição financeira, dar um conforto para minha mãe, um trabalho que é bastante reconhecido no Brasil, que é de MC, que a galera curte bastante funk, é um ritmo bastante querido por lá.
He said, I'm very happy because I grew up in a community, and now with my music I start to do a lot of business, a lot of shows, and I can go up and make my mom like give her a house, give her everything, so I can enjoy life and work and do everything I want, like doing funk music. That's a kind of Brazilian music, and he's very happy because he changed the whole life. Like he was a poor guy, and now he's like a well man, you know.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow, Delano, that's awesome.
Isso é muito bom.
Good for you, man. Now listen, it's my show is a motivational show.
Uh-huh.
It's to inspire people who are down. Just like sometime one of us always have a story of
Tá falando
where
que o show dele
it was
é
down.
uma coisa para inspirar as pessoas. E às vezes uma pessoa que está triste, mas que quer crescer, como a gente está às vezes triste por algum motivo.
So let him tell me, like there was one point where he think he couldn't make it again. He can't sing, or somebody or something was pulling him down and saying, no, you cannot. But he got out of it, shaked out all the negative stuff, and he came out and he's like, yes, I'm going to sing. I'm going to be the best.
Ele está perguntando se você pode falar algum momento da sua vida que tipo você tava, alguém te botou para baixo, mas que você falou, não, mano, eu sou foda, eu vou mudar minha vida, eu vou para cima. Então teve algum momento que você pode falar isso para o pessoal do canal dele.
Eu acho que o momento que eu tipo assim que eu mais tive para me ajudar a superar minhas dificuldades foi quando criança, que eu sempre gostei de música, sempre fui mais retraído, a galera era mais jogar bola, mais ficar na rua, sempre gostei mais de música. E eu quis levar aquilo para minha vida como forma de vencer. E é isso que me inspirou desde a minha época de criança até hoje a seguir meus sonhos e realizar minhas vontades.
He says, since I was a child, everybody told me, no, you gotta be a soccer player because Brazil is a lot of soccer players. Wow. But he never liked soccer. He likes music. Wow. He started to play instruments when he was 9, and then everybody said, no, you can do that. You can do that. He said, no, this is what I want for my life, and I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do it. And now he's a 22-year guy, and he got money. He got like a business. He got a career, and he's very happy with this.
Beautiful. That is beautiful. So you see, not every time someone says you cannot do something, if your heart and your mind is telling you you can do it, you focus on that goal that you know that you will be able to do it. Look at him today. Delano is great. He's doing good, and he said from a poor little person who grew up as a poor person, he made it. And today he's going to buy his mom a house or give her that dream life that she never thought she would have had because of her son today. See how beautiful it is, everyone? You can do this. No one can tell you no. You're the one who can do this for yourself.
Fala assim, you have a dream, go do it.
You have a dream, go do it.
Yay!
Yeah.
You have a dream, go do it. So, one more thing on my show, and this is what I've been compiling while we are here in Cancun partying. So I've been asking some of my questions. I have a segment on my show. It's called QOA, questions, opinions, answers. My answers might never be the best,
Okay.
right? So I come up with my personal best opinion.
And he's
So-
come up with them.
Right, so people will ask me questions, and sometimes I give them an answer, but some of the questions I decided to bring it to the public.
Ok.
So I would like to ask him at least 2 questions of this.
Ele falou que uma da parte do show dele é fazer perguntas que o pessoal faz para ele. Que às vezes a resposta dele não é a correta, mas ele vai fazer 2 perguntas para você responder por ele.
So he can help them
Ele vai te
get
ajudar a
the
ajudar as
advice they need.
pessoas.
All right?
Okay.
So one of the questions
Uma pergunta.
is, what do you think in this age about gossiping? Should people gossip and speak ill or make others mistrust them, that they cannot trust that person anymore because I told you my secret and you spread it around? In this age that we are living, should that still be happening?
O que você acha das pessoas que falam, falando em português, fofoca, tipo, você fala um segredo para mim e eu vou e passo para os outros. O que você acha sobre isso? Você acha isso legal?
Eu acredito que o mundo é um fluxo de energia e o que você emana você tem de volta. E eu procuro não proliferar esse tipo de coisa porque é complicado. Mas é isso.
He said, I think the word is like what you do is what you receive.
Okay.
So if you're doing like energy, if you give up something bad,
Yes.
you're gonna receive something
You
bad.
gossip about people who will come back. They will
Yeah.
gossip about
So
you.
if anything he does, he try to make it good for someone.
Positive.
So positive. Yes.
Yes.
So he can get positive energy.
Vibes. He give
positive.
out everything to the world.
Yeah.
He give out a
To
positive vibe,
receive.
positivity. So he received that. Just like in that interview with Emily Sortis, another singer, she said she always think positive and she was always positive and she got that back. Nobody is negative. So
Yeah.
how is his feedback from the crowd, his fans? Are they always loving him and nice? Or are they? Or is he gonna find some negative people that don't like his music?
O que você vê pelos seus fãs ou as pessoas que curtem sua música? Você sempre recebe amor delas ou você tem vê algumas negatividades, haters, essas coisas?
Hater sempre tem. Acho que faz parte também para poder analisar os pontos positivos e negativos também que existe na carreira. E eu acredito que a galera que acompanha o meu trabalho gosta muito do que eu faço, porque eu sempre procuro diferenciar, eu sempre procuro trazer uma novidade no meu trabalho. Então eu busco o hater como uma forma de eu poder buscar de referência para mudar o que está errado. E os fãs para poder continuar seguindo aquilo que agrada a eles, para poder estar sempre conseguindo o meu trabalho da forma que os fãs gostam e buscando de referências que os haters não gostam.
He said haters always gonna be.
Right.
Like, no matter what you do, if you do it good or not, every time it's gonna be a haters doing something, telling something about your job. But you gotta keep the love for your fans and everybody that says something good for you. You gotta take that and make it to like a soup, and it's still bring in the best for the.
Beautiful.
And he thinks like every people that go to his show is gonna bring love, so he's gonna bring love
see?
back.
Yes, beautiful. I like that, Delano. That is awesome. Also, last question. No, I gotta ask you a question. So, one last question is, does he know his worth?
Ele está perguntando se você sabe que você vale a pena. Se você vale a pena
Your
sua
worth, like what people should pay for him, who he
Se a
is, what
pessoa-
he's worth to the world,
se
what he
vale a
worth to
pena
himself.
para a pessoa pagar no seu show, se vale a pena
Acho que sim.
a vida que você leva.
Acho que sim, tudo através do mérito eu trabalho para ter o que eu tenho. Eu acho que tipo assim, é tudo questão de merecimento e a gente merece ter o que a gente procura ter. É isso.
You say yes, of course, because I work for it. I think I deserve the money I get. I deserve the work I get, the work that I do. Every time that person say, "Are you good?" I say, "Because I work hard for it." So I think yes, that's what I'm working.
Awesome. Delano, thank you so much for coming on my show. And I want you to let your fans know about your life experiences with rock. But before you go, I want to ask
Antes de
one
você ir
more
embora,
thing.
uma
Just
última
one more thing. Come on, show us what you can do. Show your fans, let's share it. Sing for them.
Sua música.
Delano lançou mais uma pra todas as novinhas. Eu tô lançando mais uma pra todas as novinhas. Ela quica, ela para, rebola, ela trava, ela abre, ela fecha na ponta. Ela quica, ela para e trava, ela abre, ela fecha na ponta. Ela fica.
Whoa, beautiful, man. Thank you again, Delano. That's awesome.
Are you welcome?
Thank you.